Hi, my friend. It's Pat Sloan here. So happy Lunar New Year, the year of the dragon. Oh, the dragon. So apparently it is quite good luck to have been born in the year of the dragon. I am the year of the dog, which I don't think is too darn bad. I don't mind being the year of the dog. That's my birth year. So I had to wear this again today. Lunar New Year was on Saturday, and there are celebrations that go along with that for I think several days, but the main day was of course Saturday. And I was going through some things and I found this. I had gone through some boxes of mine a little while ago that had a lot of these very small little tchotchkes, a lot of little glass animals and things that I collected as a child. And I don't really remember this one that well. So it is probably from Japan. And my parents did go to Japan, but it could have been given to me by a friend in school because I lived in Europe and the parents were all internationally traveled, either stationed in different countries or whatever. So it could have been given to me by a friend. But see, her head bobbles. And here on YouTube, I put a picture of her sitting on the Duchess at the community page. So go look at the community page here at YouTube and you can see her sitting on the Duchess. She's about the same color red. So very precious. There's no markings on it at all. I love her. I love that I found her on Lunar New Year. I thought that was pretty cool. So today we have 2 more weeks, this week and next week, that we'll work on the owls. And I am going to make a red owl today. And I want to show you not only, looking at mine again, but I put out a call to all of you to share some blocks or progress or just even a part of a block. And you came through with flying colors. Okay, here we go. Here is a sweet little face from Crystal. Look how cute. That left eye looks like it has little eyelashes on it from her outer fabric of the eyeball. So adorable. Delia's, she's using my drawing room fabric on a white background. A white on white that is so gorgeous. Absolutely love it. It looks like there's a grunge for the face. On the eyes and all that part is a grunge fabric. So cool. And she has a second one with also with my drawing room fabric on a blue background. That's stunning, just stunning. And then she has a grunge for the wing, the nose, the eyes, that parts that looks more tonal. And then it looks like bark for the the twig that the owl's standing on. Love it. Janice is so darling. She has got some beautiful gray and a yellow wing. Just so sweet. Okay, Jennifer's got a little row going on here, and it's awesome. She is using my drawing room fabric with a gray speckly background. That looks fantastic. And she also has kind of a tonal nose and ears for the owls. Here's one of Kendall's. And be sure you're always watching his YouTube channel because on his YouTube channel, he's always popping little sneak peeks of things in there. Love the aqua eyes, Kendall. And of course, that fabric for the body is amazing. You have such a good eye for color. Linda's pretty in pink. Look at this pink owl on blue. Okay, I'm in love. So sweet. So sweet. I need a pink owl. I need a pink one. Noella's got 2 of them going on. She also has kind of a midnight blue for the background. And her wing fabric, that might be batiks for the body and the wing. Actually, a lot of hers might be batiks. I can't tell, but they are just shimmer. They just shimmer. Trina's beautiful, beautiful owl. I love the plaid wing. And she also has like turquoise eyes, blue eyes. My brother had blue eyes. So nice. So nice. I love blue eyes. And then here's the face up close so you can see it in some little bit of detail. I think she may have been reworking the background here. Just love it. Trish's 2 owls. Look how sweet they are. She has like a charcoal gray background. Love the bodies of them. And the wings are the same, but she's got different fabrics for the body. Vicky's, oh, really pretty. It's like a snowy owl almost. It's got the white on the gray background. That is wonderful. Okay, so we have 2 overachiever ones to wrap it up. Linda, this is spectacular. If it goes missing from your home, I have it. Don't even come looking because I'm not giving it back. Oh my goodness, I love those fabrics. Now I need one like this. In the lights, turquoise, the green wings. See, she's got all the wings the same fabric. Looks like most of the faces are the same fabrics. And then the bodies change. Just awesome. And then Terry, wrap it up with Terry's, and she has 4 of them in this spectacular setting. Holy cow, this is just amazing. I love it so much. And she did the 4 corners the same as the wing and the wing shimmer, another one of those fabrics that just shimmers. Thank you everybody for participating and giving a status of your owls. We have a couple more weeks. So I look forward to seeing more progress. So they are just, I'm just so excited to see your owls. And I hope that encourages those of you who haven't started yet, or maybe are going to just make one owl and are kind of looking for color inspiration. There are just so many great things there to look at. So speaking of computers, today is actually Clean Your Computer Day. I actually wanted to just throw mine in the trash, although I knew it wasn't the computer, it was the software I was using. Considering it had already died for a lot of the things, I knew that that was it. So I hope that wasn't too bad. But we're just going to have to sort of struggle with the parades. And you may not see a parade for a few days. I may have to give myself some time to find something else to do the quilt parades, because it is just so tedious in what I'm doing. Okay, the other thing is there were just a few of these left, and I didn't want those of you who really wanted to get one to miss out. And so the little kits for these are banners, the Happy Easter banner with the chocolate bunny, so darling, and the absolutely stunningly gorgeous box that you can keep. I think I'm going to keep this one I might put some of these things that I have in my closet that I have. I might put them all in this beautiful box, because this is really, really a gorgeous box. Okay, I know, I digress. And the other thing, today is Jello week. Now, I am not a fan of Jello at all, but if you are, you can go to my kitchen group and share some fun Jello things. But I do have to tell you, a friend of mine wrote the original Jello shot book. Her name is Lori Sage, and I think she wrote 2 of them. I believe they were probably self-published, or with a very small publisher. I can't remember, but they were she did quite well when they first came out, because it was like the first book on Jello shots. And so, and if you don't know what a Jello shot is, it's small cups of Jello with liquor in them, booze. And so I'm linking you to Amazon so you can at least see, because maybe you have her Jello shot book on your shelf. And if you do, go to my kitchen group and tell me about it. Okay, let's go and make a red owl. Oh, I'm still here because I almost forgot. Our block a day for March. March is block a day, and I have put my toffee bars from my triangle book into a pattern which is a gift from me to you. It is a free pattern. Block Wednesdays are always free, and I really wanted this quilt pattern to live on, even though the book has been out of publication for many, 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 many years. And so so it is ready for you to download. There is a project page for it. I have put out a whole bunch of project pages, so go to I Love to Make Quilts and take a look at what is there for upcoming things, and be sure you have your calendar. So that is there. So you could be ready for March when it rolls around. I have ordered some polka dot fabrics, and when they come in, I will talk about this in a bit more detail, but it's there. And I know a few of you asked me for info so that you could get your fabrics organized. Now you have plenty of time. March is quite a few days. Okay, now we're going to go make a red and white owl. So I'm going to make one red owl, and I'm going to then make like 2 small sawtooth stars, little stars, kind of like from the witch's garden, Witch's Night Out. And I'm going to put it on that bigger pillow that I got, the one that when I opened wasn't, luckily wasn't a sofa or a ottoman. Because it's not really big. I mean, I could put 2 owls on there, but 3 would be squishy. So I'm just going to do 1 and balance it with some stars. But we do have a question from LS Parker 24 at YouTube, and LS asked, about managing all the pieces for the owls when you're sewing a quilt like this, where there's a lot of repeat pieces, and you want to keep track of it. So my thought on something like the owls, let's just look at the pattern while I'm talking, so we get on the same page here. So when you're making these, for the one that I did with my drawing room, the faces, all the faces are the same, and then the bodies are and the legs, I mean the tree branch and the little feet, those are the same on all the blocks, and the bodies are all different on all the blocks, but part of the face has this wing area at the top here, so you do have to be mindful of that. They're not exactly the same because of that little wing area. What I would do would be to make just what I did was, you know, the concept for me is to make all, like if the feet are going to be all the same, cut all those and make them. If the body, make the bodies, like if I think there was repeats, you know, like, so make the ones that are all the same. Like if there's 5 of them the same in here, make those 5. If there are 3 that are the same, make the 3. And then that way, first of all, I do not like to cut all the things. Never. I don't think I've ever done that on any quilt, cut all the things out at once. I will cut parts of them like this, cut the feet and the branch, cut the bodies, then cut the faces and group them by the tip of the wings that go with the face, because they're not all actually 100% identical. But that gives me a couple different things. One, it gives me more control because I've only cut that much, and I haven't like made an error somewhere along the way. If I do, I've only cut a smaller segment of things. Plus, I would get absolutely bored to death cutting all that stuff out. And another point would be managing how you store this. I don't have to have very much storage for the tree branch and some legs and a little background. Not much storage for the body and the wing. So I can build those pieces and then move on. I don't have to store wings and feet and branches and faces and eyes. I don't have to have all this storage space. Instead, I'm just working in little sections. So I hope that helps you. I don't know how you like to approach things. You may have this may not feel comfortable to you, but if you are interested in trying something different, then I would suggest you do that in sections, and that way you have a lot more control over what you're cutting and the space of storing it while you're working on it. All right, so what fabrics am I going to use? Because I want a red owl, And so I am going to do the body in this. I was actually looking for this fabric the other day, and I'm like, what did I do with it? What did I do with it? So here it is. So I think I'm going to do that. And I had 2 fabrics for the wing. One is this one because it's got a really high contrast, but then I also like this one. I like the texture on that one. This one has these little tiny purple flowers, which is really darling, but I think I'm going to go with this one. And then the face is this ballerina pink fabric, which I will link in the description box of my website today. It's going to go on white. Everything's going to go on my Promise Me white, but I'm going to do the ballerina pink for the face, and then I will do the eyes in blue. I'm going to do blue eyes, and then also white around the eyes, and then this will be the beak and the ears, and the feet will be this gold. So I've got like that. And then I had to decide on the branch. So originally I grabbed this one, but looking at it after I left it in the room and I came back and I was like, ooh, that is dark. That is dark. So I looked around and I found this one, which I like much better. And you can still see the feet will be seen quite well on it. So I'm going to go with this little bit lighter one. And there we go. I might pick another white to go around the blue eye. I have to see. Rather than using the same as this background, I think I'm going to scrounge around and get a slightly different white, maybe with a little design in it. So let me look. I think this will work. So this one around the eye, so it has a little bit different texture than here, so it doesn't sort of look like I'm looking down through the animal into the background. So that'll go around the blue eyes. Okay, let me just cut some of this up. I'll cut it all up and show you it all on a design board for one owl. So here's how it's progressing and how I suggest if you want to do a whole bunch of them, use the same process. So here's the face in progress up here, and I just put some pins to show you the mock-up of the ears. Here's the eyes, and I've got that different fabric from what the background would be, so it has a little bit different look. Then the pink, I have to cut the rest of this. This the nose. Then I haven't cut the body yet. That'll just go on this sheet, on this design board. And then here's the branch with the feet. And that is, I'll just leave that one on its own board. That way it's not in my way. And if for some reason I need to like move these, I can just stack them like that. And then when you pick them up, you just carefully, well, that doesn't have anything on it, but you just carefully pick them up and everything is there. So here it is all ready to go. I just wanted to show you how I would stack them. So if I was doing all the faces, I would just stack all of them up. If I was going to do the wings and they were, the body and it was varied, I would just stack them up, and the same with the feet. Now this foot section on the branch, this section actually goes right under here. So, I had a bigger board, they're all in use, but if I had another one of this size, I could have just put them on 2 boards and put them down there. So there's how she looks. So sweet. So it is right now pretty late. It's 5 o'clock, 5:15, and I haven't started to sew it yet. So, whoops, there's a light. So I will start to sew it, but I may have to do the ending of this video tomorrow, because I'm not sure how long it will take me to sew this one, and so we'll see. Here she is, her pretty in pink and red. I like the face. I like the pink face. That's the ballerina pink fabric, which I have a link to down below, because it's the same fabric I used here, that pink here. So it gives just enough definition, and the blue eyes are spectacular. So I didn't put any edges on it because I am going to have to draft something for the pillow, for that longer pillow. So next week I'll show you what I end up with, and I'm going to look at my part center also, see if I have maybe a block that can go on either side, like a spacer of white and then a block on either side. So darling. Oh, I've got my hand on top of see the stick? Yeah, turned out super cute. Her little feet show. Okay, let's take a look at my 2 Mercantile blocks. I got Mercantile done. I got them done. Those owls just make me so happy, so happy. Let me give you a Mercantile update where I am. So I needed to get, where are we at? Let's just look here. Let me show you. On the Mercantile, I am doing 16 blocks. I'm gonna do it. So I've got 1, 2, 3 done. I've got those 3 done. This is the one that I didn't get last Friday, so I'm gonna get that one. And then, so let me just show you picking fabric for that one first. Here we go, block 4. This is the background, and okay, the background of this part of the block. And remember, I'm using this black and white gingham in all the blocks, and that will go where there's the brown here. So, and I'm going to put it in the middle too. So the 4 brown squares here and in the middle. So I've got that, and then the pink, and pretty much following the other stuff, and then the turquoise. So I've got that grouping, and then here is the background, because from now on I still have the first 2 that I have to make this background unit, because I don't have the interfacing yet to do the circles. That should be here any day. So I've got these 4, but look at this one. Does it go, so they're vertical or horizontal? They're kind of little loops, and in the pattern right there, they look vertical to me, and I kind of like them vertical. This is really, I think I like them vertical, so I will have to cut that as well. So there we go. So let me just cut them all up, and I will get going. And this is how it turned out. I love it. I love it. This black and white gingham in here, oh, so good, so good, so good, so good. And I did the background. I still had the first 2 I have to do the background, but I got the background for this one. And I need to organize something so that they stay together and I don't get them mixed up. So I have to do that. Be sure I don't, I guess I'm gonna look at the picture, but still. I haven't done the circle part, so that should be in the near future. Okay, now I just want to show you that since I'm only doing 16, I am going to be a little bit particular so I can trade around. So I want to trade this one out because I really like, I want to get the tree in, this tree, and I want to get this flower. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing this block for today, I am going to do this kind of rosebud block. And then one of the other future blocks I won't do, and I will do the tree of the 16, because I think for 16 I get right to here, to this basket, and I do want the basket in there. So I'll be trading out at least 2 blocks from all of these. And I may trade another one out. We'll see. We'll see. Or this might be those 2. But anyways, you have the pattern, and so you can trade out if you want to, if you're doing like me. But today I need to do the rosebud fabrics. So what I've got is this group here. So I will, instead of having a yellow, let me just get the, let me get the picture. Hold on. So instead of doing a yellow for like the top part of the flower, I am going to do the red, and then this part, this V, will be the black and white gingham. And then the greens in the background, it will all be the same. And these are actually the same kind of 4 fabrics, except for this one. These other 3 are the same that were in the block I just did, but they will be on a different row. And so I'm totally fine. I'll just leave it like that. I thought about switching one of them out, and I might still switch one, but probably not, because they're cut. They're cut and ready to sew. Okay, so I will sew this and be back. Has it ever crossed your mind to just trim this away? Look, this is flat. It's flat up here. It's flat enough. But this little edge just makes it harder to cut. Have you ever just trim that off so you don't have to come over and press it? Yes, I was there. I was there, and I said, no, I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it. But I really wanted to just trim it off and then cut, so I didn't have to come over here and turn the iron on yet. It wasn't on. It wasn't warm. Anyway, true confessions. True confessions. Here's how it turned out with the red in the top and the black gingham here instead of the red, like the pattern. See, look, it's so cute. So I'm keeping up, just barely. I may, so I'll be doing these as I can. Remember, I'm just doing 16 of the Mercantile, and that is, that's going to be good for me. That'll be good for me. All right, my friend. I think that you did fabulous showing your owls. So if more of you have an owl in progress, and maybe you're just doing one owl for a pillow like I am or something like that, share that again. So this week, if there's more owls, I'll show them next week. If there's different owls, I can't wait to see it. Yours are so creative. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone, and have a happy, happy Year of the Dragon. I love you. I'll see you online.